And shifting focus to the Philippines, the former president, Rodrigo Duterte, has been arrested in Manila as the Filipino authorities act upon an international criminal court warrant. The Hague-based court found Duterte responsible for crimes against humanity and extrajudicial killings of thousands of people during his infamous war on drugs between 2016 and 2022. Earlier this morning, the 79-year-old populist politician was detained in Manila shortly after flying into the country from Hong Kong at 9:20 a.m. local time. Upon Duterte's arrest, scores of his supporters rallied outside the airbase where the firebrand former leader was detained. Many hailed Duterte's war on drugs, despite the massive loss of lives incurred during his narcos endgame.
I am sad, dismayed, and angry at what happened. Duterte is old, and he did not deserve what they did to him. What he did was for the Philippines. The time that he was the president was peaceful. There was less crime and there was order when he was in power. He did not deserve this treatment.
The former president's lawyer has called his arrest unlawful because the Philippines withdrew from the International Criminal Court in 2019. The ICC maintains that Manila was still a part of the body when most of Duterte's purported crimes against humanity took place. Philippines continues to be a member of Interpol, which sought Duterte's arrest on behalf of the ICC. Now, the three-judge ICC warrant against Duterte called the former president individually responsible for crimes against humanity. The ICC warrant noted that killings of alleged drug traffickers were both widespread and systematic during Duterte's war on drugs. The war on drugs was the signature campaign policy which Duterte deployed for more than 2 decades as mayor of Davao, the second largest city in the Philippines. In 2016, Duterte had parlayed his law and order credentials as the Davao mayor into a victory in the presidential election on the campaign trail, and while being in office, Duterte vowed to prevent Philippines from cascading into a so-called narco state. Infamously, Duterte had said he would be happy to slaughter drug addicts for the sake of his country. The statement later drew many to a comparison of Duterte with Nazi dictator Adolf Hitler. Duterte's war on drugs had drawn fierce condemnation from human rights groups, world leaders, and several UN agencies. It is unclear how many people were killed during Duterte's 6-year-long war on drugs, but an international watchdog estimated that about 12,000 Filipinos were killed between 2016 and 2022. Amid global uproar, a case against Duterte was filed in the International Criminal Court in 2017 on charges of mass murder and crimes against humanity. Now, he repeatedly denied the charges. The ICC formally authorized an investigation into his drug crackdown in 2021. An arrest warrant was finally issued on the 7th of March 2025. Philippines executed the warrant on the 11th of March 2025. The former Filipino president's arrest marks a rare triumph for the Hague-based International Criminal Court, which in recent months has struggled to get nation-states to act on its warrants. Inside Manila's corridors of power, Duterte's arrest is likely to amplify the existing feud between Duterte's successor, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., and his daughter, Sara Duterte, the country's vice president.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Lohon, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.